recording to start, and we'll start. All right. So in the previous classes, we looked into who is an entrepreneur and what are the different characteristics. And also we saw the definition given by the many management practitioners for the entrepreneur. Basically, entrepreneurs are very, very important for any country because they help with the economical development. So they make the economy to move. So entrepreneurs are a great contributors to any country's economy, and entrepreneurs are great risk takers, and that risk is not insurable, right? Nobody will insure that particular risk that he is taking. Today we'll see the characteristic of an entrepreneur. Okay, entrepreneur is a person of telescopic faculty, drive, and talent who pursues business opportunity and promptly seizes them for exploitation. So, entrepreneurs are good at perceiving the potential business opportunities, like by looking around with their observations, with their knowledge, with their study. They are very good at making a good guess of a business opportunity and promptly seizing and exploiting them. Exploiting them is how we can make it as much better. Entrepreneur needs to possess competencies to perform entrepreneur activities. So competencies are very, very important. So we looked into some of the aspects of the entrepreneur, what he needs, what kind of qualities he needs. So those competencies are very, very important. And the list of competencies, we will see what kind of competencies are required. The core competencies, entrepreneurial activities. Initiative. Entrepreneur should be good at taking initiative. Taking initiative is nothing but you don't wait for anybody to tell you that. You on your own, you will start doing some kind of a activity that is called as an initiative. So entrepreneur are great at taking initiatives. Second one is perceiving opportunities. I told you they can easily identify the opportunities which are around and make a good use of that particular opportunity to convert that opportunity into some kind of a new product or a new service, which will help the economy. Then persistence. Persistence is like whenever entrepreneurs are on certain activities, they will be persistently working on those activities. So they will not take any kind of a break. If there are any kind of obstacles, they will try to solve those obstacles. They will be on their goal persistently, okay, without taking any deviation. Persistently they will work on those particular activities. Information gathering. Entrepreneurs, they consult many people, right? They consult the experts in the particular field. Suppose he is venturing into some area where he is not an expert, he will go for an expert, then technical advice, and he will seek information from the suppliers. He seeks the information from the client, right? Potential client and the potential customer. So he will be like gathering information from all the sources, all the contacts that he has, so that he can carry out his idea, implementing of that particular idea or implementing of particular opportunity. Then the other competency is concern for quality of the work. They will be very much focused on the what kind of a quality is produced. They focus for the highest quality of the product. Then commitment to contractual obligation. So if there are any contractual contracts he signs during his activity to pursue that a certain opportunity, if he has some contractual obligation, he will be committed to those contractual obligations. Efficiency orientation, he will be always oriented to use better and faster method, okay, and the methods which are economical. He will always try to increase the efficiency, not only the efficiency of the human resources, efficiency of maybe let's say procurement, or there is certain kind of a processing, maybe some tools or some machinery will help in making that activity faster, which will result in reduced time, some kind of a benefit. He will be always focused on increasing the efficiency. Planning, he is a very good planner. He should have capability to plan very well all the activities, so that things will be under control. Problem solving, he should be capable of solving the problems. When you get the new ideas, okay, when you are trying to implement the new ideas, invariably you will come across many problems, right? So you should have the problem solving skill. For example, like in the final year you will be having a project work, right? When you start that project work, you will start with some idea, right? Some new idea, you want to learn something new, you take up certain project, okay, you are trying to solve some problem. That is a idea. But when you are pursuing that particular idea, you will come across lot of problems. You should be able to as a entrepreneur, you should be able to solve those particular problems. Self confidence, that is the most important thing. Making decisions on his own and sticks to it in spite of initial setbacks. So self confidence is whatever the decisions he is making in the process of implementing certain opportunity, he will be confident, he should be confident about those decisions. And also he should stick to those decisions as long as he pursues that is correct. Then experience. Experience is a great asset for any entrepreneur. If he has some kind of a technical expertise or business expertise, marketing, finance, any kind of a experience he has from earlier work, that will greatly help the entrepreneur. Self-critical, so he's aware of personal limitation but tries to improve upon by learning from his past mistakes or experiences of others, and is never complacent with success. So here most important thing is there will be drawbacks with everybody, right? Entrepreneur is self-critical of that. So if there is something drawback is there, either from past mistakes, he will be knowing about them, he will try to improve upon that. And also he learns from the others experiences, and try to improve upon whatever the limitations he has. Persuasion is the greatest competency that is required for the entrepreneur, because persuasion is invariably needed all along his activities, starting from when you are talking to the customers. Definitely persuasion quality is required. You need to persuade the customer in order to make any kind of a sales. Suppose you are procuring the materials from the suppliers, you should able to persuade to it is like a rate negotiation. Okay, so that skill should be there, persuasion skill should be there. Use of influence strategies, develop business contacts, retains influential people as agents, and restrict dissemination of information in his possession. So he uses the influence with his contacts. Okay, the contacts could be in any sphere, right? It could be in the industrial sphere, it could be in the political sphere, it could be in the any kind of a sphere, or the government bodies. Using those people, he will try to use those influences to work out his activities. Assertiveness, instruct, reprimands, or disciplines for failing to perform. So he is very assertive, okay, assertive about the things what is being carried out. Monitoring. So monitoring is whatever the work is planned out, right? He need to monitor that, so that whatever the work that is getting done, it is according to the plan and according to the whatever the quality he is expecting. Then credibility. Credibility is the most important thing. uh, 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 for any organization or for any individual, credibility is the most important thing. When you lose the credibility, the complete trust from all the people, it could be customers or the suppliers or other stakeholders, everybody will lose the interest, and they will not come back to that particular organization. So credibility is very important. One example is like, for the Maggie. Maggie was very, very popular, and they had included some substance which was not good for the health of the people. I forgot the name of that substance. It was above the normal levels. Then suddenly their market seized, right? Suddenly people stop buying that, and because that is the credibility issue. What brands you like or what brands you choose, it depends on the credibility of that. When there is a breach in the credibility, you will lose the customer base, you will lose the all the sales, and it would be very disastrous for any organization or any entrepreneur. Credibility is very, very important. Concern for employee welfare. So he'll be concerned about employees welfare. He will be listening to their grievances, helping with their problems. So he will be he will be concerned about the employee welfare. Impersonal relationship. So he will, along with the business relationship, he will try to improve the personal level of relationship, so that it will help the organization. Expansion of capital base. So he will be always thinking about the expanding the capital base, because whatever the profits he is getting, it has to be reinvested, right? Reinvested, so that he can increase, he can do the expansion, so the capital base will increase. Building product image. So it's a branding. So it is called as a branding. Make sure that his product has a good image in the market. So with that image, uh, it is very easy to sell the product. So like many products, they go by the brand value, right? A good brand, suppose if a certain organization is trusted, for example, Tata in India, it is a very trusted organization. Whatever products that come from Tata Group, definitely it will have a better image. If somebody is coming in the market who is new, that factor will not be there. So he works on the building the product image, making sure that it is placed very well in the market. Distinction between entrepreneur and a manager. So one confusion many people has is a entrepreneur and the manager are like a kind of a synonym. No, entrepreneur is totally different and the manager is totally different. Entrepreneur could be a great manager, right? And manager could have great entrepreneurial skills, but he will be working under certain organization. While entrepreneur, he is independent, right? He is independent. He works for himself. Often two terms, namely entrepreneur and manager, are considered as synonym. However, the two give different meaning. The major points of distinction between two are shown in the below table. So these are the differences. Motive. The main motive of entrepreneur is to start a venture for his personal gratification. That is the motto of an entrepreneur. While manager, main motive of a manager is to render services in an enterprise already set by someone else. So manager will work in an organization which is already set up by someone. His main motive is to manage the show inside an organization. Where as entrepreneur, to make sure he has he starts his venture, make sure that he is successful. That is his motive. And status, entrepreneur is a owner, a manager is a employee. Risk, entrepreneur takes a risk and uncertainty both. He takes both the risk and the uncertainty. Uncertainty is what, he doesn't know whether he will succeed or not. If you compare to the manager, manager doesn't take any risk. It is with respect to the organization. Manager do take certain risk within his domain, his domain, where he is executing the project. But at organization level, he doesn't take any risk. He will report that risk, and that risk will be handled. And that is how the manager will work inside a organization. But entrepreneur is a he's a risk taker, and he works on the all the uncertainty things. Rewards, profits which are highly uncertain and not fixed, while manager, he gets a regular salary and it is fixed. So for entrepreneur, the profits could be based on what kind of a work he is doing. There could be profit or there could be losses. Innovation, entrepreneur himself thinks over what and how to produce good to meet the changing needs of the customer. Hence he act as an innovator. We already saw entrepreneur as an innovator, right? So he will be thinking about the new ideas, right? A new product, new way of doing it. So constantly he will be innovating something, while manager, he executes the plan. Whatever the project needs to be executed, he will make sure the project is done according to the plan. Qualification, uh, most of the time entrepreneur needs certain qualities, right? Like risk taking, okay, then originality in thinking, foresight, okay, all those are the qualities that are required. It doesn't talk about any educational qualification, while manager will have a qualification in certain management school, and he is a degree holder. He will be he has studied in some of the management schools, and he understands what is management. Entrepreneur, basic skills of an entrepreneur itself is good for him. One good example is Microsoft, Bill Gates. Bill Gates is actually, he's a school dropout, but he's the greatest entrepreneur we have ever seen. Technical entrepreneur. So technical entrepreneur, this terminology holds good for all of you. So if you want to become a entrepreneur, then you will be considered as a technical entrepreneur if you do some venture in the field of computer science and engineering, because you have been trained in computer science and engineering, and that is your strength. You understand the computer science and engineering, you understand the concepts of this particular engineering, and in this particular field you want to do some a startup, or you want to do some venture, then you will be considered as a technical entrepreneur. There are large number of technical institutions at the degree and diploma level producing large number of technical personnel. The standard of our technical education is comparable with the international standard, and India has the third largest pool of technical and scientific personnel in the world. So it considers engineering and science, all are like considered as a diploma, all are considered as a technical pool. However, we are not able to utilize its full potential, and on the other hand, there is a surplus technical manpower that are unemployed. We have a lot of technical pool, okay, technical people. In fact, they are in surplus, and still we are not able to utilize. The country is not able to utilize them properly to turn that technical people into entrepreneurs. A lot of government policies are there, government initiatives are there, which helps the technical people to become entrepreneur. Okay, so but that conversion rate is very less, and we see more unemployment in them. This large pool of technical manpower can be best utilized for developing a small scale industries in the high-tech areas using improved technologies and scientific methods of production. So we can use this for the very small scale industries. We can there are government policies which will help in setting up, as long as technical people have some kind of a good idea. Government agencies, government policies will help to set up the small scale industry. They can be trained to use latest management techniques to manage the projects they set up. One thing about the technical entrepreneurship, if you want to make your start your own company, you should start working on the ground, right? You should start working on the small projects, internship, and you should go and work for the companies, okay, where you don't see much reward, okay, at this stage. You are a student, so if you get your hands dirty, that you will gain experience. By the time you finish your engineering, you should have gained some experience of executing projects, okay. In your seniors also, there we have seen many people who started in like second year or third year, started working on the internship, working on mobile application development, and by the time they are in the final year, they are very good at mobile application development. Some are very good at web application development, and some of those are entrepreneurs today. They have created their own organization with their own idea. And um, uh, one person, he has done a startup in the mobile application development, because mobile application development, as you know, the usage of the mobile is increasing day by day, and the still there is a larger population who doesn't have access to the mobile. So you can see there is a huge growth in that particular area. So as an entrepreneur, we should be looking into the areas where, see, this is what I am seeing. You might be seeing opportunities in some other areas. Maybe you are seeing opportunities in the data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence. So we should be focused, and we should start working on the ground, taking small projects, learning things. So that is how we can convert ourselves into an entrepreneur. A technically qualified and experienced person can take more competent entrepreneur as he acquires a special knowledge, because he is a technically sound, so he will be more competent entrepreneur in the areas of science, engineering, materials and machines, production, planning and control, manufacturing technologies, and management techniques for successful launching and smooth running of an industrial unit. These are the different areas we can do the entrepreneurial work. Also, through training, he develops an aptitude for training. Need not be in a formal way, right? Training can be in the informal way. That is like, for example, internship, or you are helping your senior, or you know any person, or you are not helping anybody. You have your own idea and you want to develop. Let us say you want to develop. You have an idea for some mobile application development. Start working upon that. Or you have some idea, work on web application development. Start doing that. You have some idea solving problem using machine learning, ML algorithms. Start working on that. So that is the training. So it is a self training. Sometimes you will go through the a formal training. So any kind of a hands on will help you in converting yourself as an entrepreneur. A technical entrepreneur develops characteristics of a quality consciousness, adoption of modern technology, management techniques, and realization of importance of research and innovation for productivity improvement, the absence of which can lead to industrial sickness. So, since you are a technical entrepreneur, you are more aware of the quality, how to adopt the new technologies, what management techniques you should use, and you will understand what is the importance of the R&D in an organization to increase the productivity. So as a technical entrepreneur, you are already aware of that particular area. That is how it will help. In this regard, many technical universities made it mandatory for technical institute to have entrepreneurship development cell. Okay, in our college also there is a entrepreneurship development cell. It is beside the placement office. So we should be another example is Deshpande Foundation. We have a forum platform for the Deshpande Foundation also, that also helps with the entrepreneurial activities, so you can get involved, so you will understand what needs to be done, how you can start. Moreover, a core subject of entrepreneurship development is introduced for all disciplines of engineering and technology. So, this is the reason why you are studying this particular subject, entrepreneurship development. You learn it as a one subject under the management. Okay, you will learn entrepreneurship development, so that you will come to know the aspects of how we can, who is entrepreneur, what advantages you have. So next slide will show what are the benefits you will get, and how you will help the economy. All aspects are there. And also this particular subject includes the institution support. So what are the different institutions that can support entrepreneurial activities? Okay, next is the charm of being an entrepreneur. What is the benefits you are going to get to become an entrepreneur? The most exciting part of entrepreneurship is that you are your own master. Means you don't have to report to anybody, you don't have to answer to anybody. You are the boss of your company. You are an employee, you work for others according to their plans, whims and finances. So if you are an employee, you will work for others, okay, according to their plans, not your plans. And that is how it happens if you are an employee of a other company. In an entrepreneurship, it is you who set the goal, plan the action, and reap the satisfaction and rewards of having the achieved goal. So as an entrepreneur, you will set the goal, you will do the planning, you will bring out the how actions should be taken out to execute that particular plan. So you will gain the satisfaction. Okay, and once you achieve those goals, you will have the highest satisfaction of achieving the goal. So why you should become a entrepreneur? You will be your own boss, boss to other people, and make decisions that are crucial to business success or a failure. So you are the boss. Many people will be working for you, and you will make a decision which are very critical for your business. So you are the whole and sole decision makers. You will make money for yourself rather than for someone else. So you will make your own money, and also as a salary you will be helping as a jobs, you will be helping the economy, and with those jobs people will be getting salary, so you will be paying other people also. You may practice in every aspect of running business and learn and gain experience in a variety of disciplines. You will have the chance to work directly with your customers. So all these are the benefits that you are going to get. You will have the personal satisfaction of creating and running successful business. So you will be very proud of yourself with that you started one business and which is running successfully. You will be able to work in the field of area that you really enjoy. So you like computer science and engineering, so you do a startup in that, so you will be involved in your own area, which will brings a lot of joy. You will have the chance to build retirement value. And what are the rewards for the entrepreneur? Freedom to work. Because you are entrepreneur, you can you are free to work. There is no a timing for you. Like if you are an employee, you have to follow the timing of that particular organization. Here you have the full complete freedom of work. The way you want to work, you can do it. Satisfaction of being own boss, power to do things as he likes, rewards of ownership and retirement assurance, respect of family and friends. Okay, entrepreneurs are respected all over the country because they help the nation. For the defense forces, we have a lot of respect, right? Similar to that, entrepreneurs, those are the people who create jobs, right? Who take risks, they create jobs, and they have respect from everybody. what are the penalties? Means what penalties entrepreneur can expect? Constraint of financiers, laborers, customers, suppliers, debtors curtail his freedom. So constraints based on the financiers. Okay, so if he is looking for the finance from somebody else, so whatever the constraint they put, whatever the constraint labor puts, customer supplies, so those constraints will curtail his freedom. Frustration due to availability of limited capital and other resources. Uh, since there are very few people who will be ready to invest in a startup, because very high risk is involved, high risk, and also there is a high reward, but there is a high risk. So you have a very limited capital. That is what is the frustrating point. uh, Social and family life is affected due to hard long hours of working. When you start the company, initially you have to work long hours, and maybe you will not get a time for the social activities or any family related activities. That is one disadvantage. Frustration due to non achievement of full objectives. So whatever the object he has set, there may not be able to achieve all of them, so that frustration will be there. And the last one is the risk of failure. That is the biggest risk. As a entrepreneur, there are great rewards, also there are great penalties. So some of these things can be taken care with a secondary plan, but most of these penalties entrepreneur should be ready to take up. Functions of an entrepreneur, we will see it in the next class.